Here's the deal. Buddy Slade and I are meant to be together, and I'm here to get him back.
I'm pretty sure he's married with a kid on the way.
No, kid's here. I'm cool with it. I mean, I've got baggage too.
I would keep all of this to yourself. I would find a therapist.
Your character, Matt, he's very darkly and enthusiastically introduced in the movie as the hate crime guy. Hey, hate crime guy.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your take on his relationship with Mavis?
He is her sounding board and her conscience, kind of her Jiminy Cricket, if you will. Except that he's a Jiminy Cricket that is clearly not applying his wisdom to himself. As much as he's trying to guide her and give her advice, she is well within her rights to go, well, I don't see you taking any of this advice, so why should I? And she's right.
Is that a dog in your bag?
Nope.
We actually allow small pets with a cleaning deposit.
Good. Good, because I have a small dog in my vehicle.
Mavis seems offended by nearly everything. What does Mavis hate the most? Is she most offended by the ordinary? Is it herself? What is it exactly?
Oh boy, it's so much. Jason was like, it looks like you're smelling a fart the whole time. And we started just calling it that. It was like she would walk into a room with this look on her face that was just like, you know, somebody stunk up the room.
How has Buddy escaped the high school was my best self trap?
It's easy to look at people like Buddy or people that have lived in the same town that they grew up in or they've gone back there and look at that like defeat. And I don't know why that is. I think Buddy is perfectly comfortable and he's happy. And for him, most important things in his life are his marriage and his family. And that's completely admirable. And it's very easy, especially when you're looking at this through the eyes of Mavis, that's, oh, he doesn't have enough. Oh, he must be miserable. That's what I loved about the movie is you as an audience member feel like you know Buddy before you meet him.
Tell me about your approach to Beth Slade, super cool wife.
Well, I think the key for me with Beth is that she is a special needs teacher. And I went and I met some people that do that for a living, and I watched them do it. And even though it wasn't in the movie, I was really fascinated with who that person is, because obviously that's not what I do for a living. I mean, that takes a certain kind of person. And the women that I met that do that were so incredible. And then the other thing is that she's in a cool mom band, and they play really cool music, and they jam. And, you know, Beth is just different in that she's not, you know, boring. I think that a lot of times nice people in movies are boring, and that's not what Diablo wrote. She wrote someone cool.
It is a really nuanced script, and I didn't want to not serve it, you know, to its fullest extent. So, you know, I worked with an acting coach. I worked with a physical therapist. I really wanted everything to be subconscious and just there, so that I didn't have to think about it and, you know, overthink the lines, because it just the dialogue just flows so easily. You won Best Hair.
Did I? What did you win?
I didn't. They usually give out like 15 of those and only to like the same 5 people.
Young Adult is, of course, the second film of yours that has been directed by Jason Reitman. I understand that you regularly check in with him on most of your scripts, even if he's got no directorial affiliation.
Absolutely. He can read something, he can visualize it, he knows if it's gonna play or not, he knows if the tone is right. So it's like a wonderful shortcut to send something to him, because he'll just go good or bad.
It feels a little bit odd interviewing you when you yourself are also an interviewer from time to time. Tell me a little bit about Red Band Trailer.
I'm so glad you asked me about this. Nobody ever asked about
You're
Red Band
welcome.
Trailer. It's an interview series. It's a web series that I do at home. I have celebrities. I bring them into my Airstream trailer, and I ask them questions. And they have to answer them because they're in a tight space with me, and I could...
Usually love stories, lovers find each other discovering the things that they love together. And this was really a couple that kind of came together discovering they like each other because of all the things they hate together.
This movie actually makes people cringe in ways I don't think they've ever cringed before.
I was cringing in my side.
Yeah, they're gonna be in like new, like, oh, I haven't worked that cringe muscle yet. That's nice.
Can I help you find something?
I'm going to a rock concert with an old flame.
Let's show him what he's been missing.
No, he's seen me recently, he knows. But his wife hasn't seen me in a while, so